So, Louis, hi. Du
Hi.
hast ein paar Schweißperlen auf der Stirn.
Ja,
Wie kommt's?
nass geschwitzt. Wir machen jetzt das Intro, Outro, obwohl ich schon fleißig war. Ihr könnt jetzt aber verfolgen, wie ich ein bisschen mein Posing verbessern durfte mit dem lieben Kylian, der auch sehr viele Profis dabei hilft, ihr Posing zu verbessern. Und der war jetzt gerade hier in Köln und ich hatte mit ihm geschrieben vor ein paar Wochen und habe mir dann direkt mal einen Termin gebucht. Und ihr könnt jetzt sehen, was wir verbessert haben. Und mir war es vor allem wichtig, meine Front Double noch ein bisschen zu verbessern. Und was so die Fußpositionierung angeht, um die Classic Posen zu machen. Und ja.
Compete?
No, competing last year.
Okay.
Now it's the second season.
Okay.
This time I will compete at the NPC.
Okay. You were competing in another federation?
Yes, Evo Classic.
Okay.
Natural shows.
Okay.
Yes.
Super. You have already a posing background. You have already taken some posing lessons before.
Yes, last year I take one posing lesson with André Patrice.
Yeah.
He's training me too. Yes, it's first time.
Okay.
I do it by my own.
Okay,
Get
perfect.
better. Yes.
And your goals is basically today to see most of the mandatories and quarter turn and everything, or you have special things?
I think everything has to be better.
Okay.
My main problem is the front double bicep at the moment, to be a little bit more classic.
Okay.
And I like to learn this one from
Okay.
Arnold,
Yeah.
just for fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, super. We can start.
Okay, perfect.
On your front relax first.
Mhm.
So you can do your front relax. You can show it to me. Okay, very good. So I see that feet are turned outwards, knees are turned outwards. That's very good. You can also flex a little bit more your legs, going a little bit lower. Exactly. Very good. I want to avoid gaps between adductors. Exactly. So bring your hip a little bit more forward. Very good. Okay. Chest is very high. That's very good. You are showing perfectly your lats, and you have a good angle with your arms. So that's very good. I will change nothing about of the flexion with your legs. Okay. Quarter turn to the right. Okay, very good. Here I see something that I can fix. I see that you have a good angle backward, but I see that this arm is a little bit hidden. So what I'd like you to do is to rotate this arm forward like this. You see that you are showing now more shoulders, and you are more symmetrical according to the other arm. So my goal is to open also this lat and to keep the flexion, the same flexion in the front and in the rear. Okay, if I'm drawing lines, your shoulders should be aligned, your elbows and your wrists with the same kind of angle in the front and in the rear. Okay, so if I'm showing only this part of my bicep will look small. If I'm also trying to show the triceps in the frame, my arm will look a little bit bigger. Okay, exactly, very good. And you can still press with this shoulder into this part of the chest to show the striations. Very good. Okay, great. Back relax. Super. Okay. So here basically the same rules than what we have said about the front relax. Feet outwards, knees outwards, good flexion. Okay. And here I'm just looking at your hip. Okay, you have a good contraction of glutes. You are showing adductors as well, so that's very good. The only thing I'd like you to do is to bring your chest a little bit higher and leaning a little bit more backward to show also a little bit of your front delts. Or close your fist a little bit stronger. Yes. Very good. Okay. And I can see that you can push this shoulder a little bit higher. Okay. Very good. Okay, the other side. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, very good. So same things here. Small rotation over there. Boom. Pointing the elbow forward. So push the elbow a little bit more forward. Exactly. Keeping the same distance with feet and body. Very good. Okay, and you have to look straight in front. Okay, don't forget your chest. You can press into it. Yes. Very good. Okay. Your posing level is already very good.
Thank you.
Super. Now, the frontal biceps.
Yes, that's a hard one. I don't know how to stand like on this side, on this side.
Okay.
But the last time I stand like this.
And you have already tried both sides and you are feeling...
Yes, for me it's now natural to stand on this side.
Okay.
But I think this side can be a little bit better because of my legs.
Okay. And for example, what side is your side chest?
This one.
Okay, so I think that would be better if you are keeping this like for transition and so on.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take the placing, the foot placing at the beginning. So you can stand straight to the judges. Okay. If you want to place this leg forward, this leg will be a little bit forward, okay, and this leg will be open outward, so to create an L, okay. And I want you to do two moves with your hip. I want you to slide your hip on the right leg and also to rotate a little bit your hip. Okay, so don't do nothing, okay. So moving hip over there and then turning hip over there, slightly. Okay, then I see that your navel is pointing in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want your shoulders to point is in this direction, in the direction of the chest. This leg has all the weight, and this leg is slightly bent outwards out as well. Okay, so you can bend your leg slightly. Okay, so here you are very straight. I want you to do a small flexion. So flex again. Go a little bit lower. Exactly. Bring shoulders to the judges, and now you can do your frontal biceps. Very good. I want more hip move over there. You see the difference?
Yes.
Now it's looking more classy. So the thing I want you to realize is you have to bring all your weight on the rear leg and like sitting on it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And the thing that you weren't doing was your shoulders were still pointing in this direction,
yes.
but you have to create the illusion of the twist to bring it to the judges.
Yes. That's a good point.
And it's also very important for you to turn this knee outward to have more outer quad. We want to have like almond quads, okay?
Yes.
And that's why we have to bring knees outward the more we can. Yeah. Very good. That's much better. You're looking now much more classic. Okay, what do you think about it?
That's I like it very much.
Okay, perfect. You said that was classic only, not
Yes.
bodybuilding.
No.
So the next ball will be the side chest.
Yes.
Upper body placing is quite good. We can improve the lower body placing. The first thing I'd like you to do is to have more extension of the knee. Okay, really vertical. Okay, to have also more flexion of the hamstring without going too low.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have a better flexion and I already see more volume with your hamstring. Okay, you will force this leg to go inward also. Yeah, very good. To have a little bit more volume and more hamstring and frame. As you can see, I have my rear leg which is a little bit more straight compared to the other one. To have more volume of this leg in the frame and to highlight the volume of my overall legs. Okay, and now you have fixed your leg placing. Keep the feet up. Show also the calf. Okay, then you can grab your wrist and you will try to open the chest. We don't care that much about abs contraction here. You want the volume, okay? So you have to bring your thoracification higher you can. Yes, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Yeah, a lot of differences. Super. And here once again, you can still press with the shoulders into the chest, contract this part, not this part, this part you can let it stretch, but you can lift slightly the shoulder, yeah, a little bit higher, to contract this part of the chest. Very good. Super. Then you have the back biceps.
Yes.
So I think that you can place the right leg a little bit more backward, okay? Usually, my sign are I'm placing my toes aligned with the heel of the leg, which is forward. Okay, more or less to have a distance. Yep. Very good. Knees are outwards. That's very good. Okay, and the distance between your feet is more or less the distance of the width of your shoulders. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Here I think it's good. You can still do better because I don't want you to be that compact backward like this. And I'd like you to extend a little bit more your body. So if you are posing, I don't want you to do this and to press everything down like this, but I want you to look up, okay? And to look a little bit taller, okay? Okay. So try to extend, once again, the rib cage a little bit higher, okay? Thoracic extension, and to make you tall, okay? I don't want you to press everything down, because otherwise you are risking to have some lines here. Exactly, that's better. And you can keep a little bit more flexion, okay, to have more people the biceps. Otherwise, you have a very good external rotation, that's very good. Your arms are aligned with your delts, so that's also very good. And don't forget the glutes, squeeze it, yeah. Very good. Great. Super. Abdominal sentence. So it's the same rules than the one we have used for the frontal bicep. Yes. Same twist, one leg forward, slightly on the toes, pushing your hip on this side, exactly. That will be a good reminder. Very good. And the torso pointing the edges, very good. You are pointing your elbows forward, which is a good thing. And it can, it's something that you can improve in. You are too low with your hands. It means that you are stretching too much your lats and it will not be possible for you to open it. So I'd like you to place your hands a little bit higher on your head. Exactly like this. Turn, and then now you have the ability to protract the shoulder more. So I want you to push your shoulder to the front and you'll see that you bring your lats forward more. Exactly, and also more serratus. Very good. Okay. And you are feeling also more comfortable because you are not stiff anymore with your very good. Okay. Now the vertical toes. So once again, we can improve it with the same leg placing. That's your new leg placing, so that will be.
That's one we have to.
Yeah. But you have it now, so it just has to become another leg. And here's like your fist is pushing into your hip, so you can push your hip more on this. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and turn this leg more out. Okay, so we'll repeat everything from the beginning.
Yes,
okay,
of course.
Make this information become automatisms, and then we'll go for other random poses. As you said, you wanted to learn the arm pose, or we'll also see it. Okay. Okay. Try to show me also your transitions if you can, if you have some, so I can see if I can improve something.
Okay.
Okay, so as you were on stage.
Okay.
Quarter turn to the right. Yeah, good work. Very good. Okay. Just a little bit less angle here. A little bit more flexion. So it's pushing the elbows. So you see here you are a little bit too straight. I'd like you to curl a little bit more. Yeah. Exactly. Very good. Okay. Quarter turn to the rear. Very good. Okay. So nothing to say. It's very good. Quarter turn. Okay, super. very good thing that you are coming back to the front and you are also adding a little bit your abs. I would not ask you to come back immediately into your front relax because if it's not asked, don't do it because it's still exhaustive to do it and to keep it. So if they are not asking you to do some stuff, you can just relax. You can just keep this hiding spot, waiting for the judges to announce a new comparison pose. Okay, because otherwise you are just staying like this, losing your breath for nothing. Okay, so usually if I'm ending into my last relaxed pose, I'm taking my time to replace my legs. I know that it will be my leg placing for my frontal biceps, so I'm already setting myself up into the front double biceps pose, and then when they will ask it, I will only have to unleash my arms.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, front double bicep. Okay, very good. Yes. Okay, that's very good. This leg placing is very good now. Okay, you are straight. You have knees arched. I see good outer quads. That's very good. You have pressed your hip, and you have also the good rotation. Elbows are aligned with shoulders. You have a good elbow flexion. Chin is up, chest is up, and you can even do vacuum, which is great. So I would recommend you first to do the vacuum if you can, and when you are losing it, just small contraction of abs, not full contraction because it will make yourself a little bit smaller, but yeah, you have it. Okay. Transition from the frontal bicep to side chest. Okay. More heel extension. Lift your okay. I see that we can improve your transition. So you have this leg forward, you are doing this, and you are doing thing like this. And I don't like that much shoulders to be bent forward like this because it will not be that good for your abs and neither for your overall aesthetic. So I better like if you are using something quite similar to your front relaxed transition. I mean, when you are here, you can just turn, showing your triceps and a little bit of your back. Yes. And then you can either throw your arm low like this or up like this. And then you set your side chest like this, okay? So from here, you will quit by throwing arm out. This arm will be thrown front and down. Yes, a little bit closer to hide a little bit the abs during the transition. This shoulder will be raised and this shoulder will be protracted. Exactly. Then you grab your wrist, place your foot, yeah, exactly, and then you can do your side chest. That was good. Two things to say. When you will turn, I don't want you to place already your leg. Okay? Because it will be interesting for you to keep this leg backward to show the glute striations. Okay? With the posterior pelvic tilt. Yes. Okay? Showing the tricep here. Okay? That will be very interesting. And not here because your abs may be uncontracted. So I like it to be down like this. Okay? Yes, very good. Very good. That's much better. Super. Okay, great. Transition to your back double biceps. Okay. Okay, that's very good. I see that your legs are still a little bit too straight. I'd like you to go a little bit lower on it. Okay, like you were sitting a little bit more on your legs. Okay. Exactly. Yes. Okay, very good. And about the transition, so I've seen that first you were showing triceps and chest, that's working. Try to curl properly this arm and try to extend fully this arm. was the next move? I saw you were doing this. And then to move the move. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I just want you to see your transition.
This one.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So I see that you were doing this, and better like if you are curling your biceps to contract also your chest and fully extending your triceps, doing small crunch on your obliques. Exactly. And then, what are you doing? Okay. And then you are just crossing.
Yes.
Okay, it's working. No problem. Then I'd like, if you can, first to contract all the back with the lower roll, exactly like this, and then you can throw into the back of the biceps. Like this, you will also show the lower back striations. Okay, very good. Very good. Super. Then from the back of the biceps to the abdominal center. Okay, that's working. Maybe elbows are a little bit too much in the front, so it's hiding a little bit too much biceps. So I'd like to see also a little bit of the biceps, okay? When you are here, I'm like losing a little bit biceps.
Like this?
Like a little bit in. Oh, okay. Exactly. Very good. Okay. Then it's your very classic pose. You can just do it. Usually after the abdominal centers, I'm just coming back into my idling spot, setting my legs, and I think that it was the teacup. Exactly. So usually I will throw first arm and then second arm like this.
Yes. I was thinking about, because I think I have good lat spread.
Yeah.
I use this and then.
Yeah, of course.
It's like.
Something that can work. Yeah. Okay. I will spend more time into the front lat spread then, because you have the time to hit two different poses. So first, let's take like 2-3 seconds into the front lat spread before throwing the biceps.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do it like this? Something that I'd like to say is when you will finish your abdominals and thighs, you may be exhausted. Okay?
Yes.
That's why I would recommend you not to go outwards when you are doing your transition, but more forward to take the time to recover a little bit about your breath.
Yes.
Because I have also seen that from here you are already starting your vacuum here to land into your front lat spread,
Yes.
which is very difficult, and maybe abdominals and thighs, then vacuum lat spread, then vacuum teacup
Yes.
will be difficult to hold. So I better like from here to go here to contract, then you inhale to do you exhale to do your lat spread,
Yes.
and then from here you are just throwing in the other arm. Okay.
Try.
So just passing over your body and not to the side. Yes. Bring shoulders to the judges. So yeah, exactly. Here more. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Very good. Super. Relax a little bit.
I think I have to train more the welcome pose to hold it longer.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
But you already have good endurance, I see, so that will not be a problem. Yeah, only about keeping the vacuum a little bit longer.
Yes.
If you can just do all your mandatories, even back door biceps with the vacuum, and trying to hold it until failure, that will be great.
Yes.
How many time you have left before your competition?
Oh, I don't know. It's just for fun in September. first NPC season.
Okay, great, great. Super. You will show me your Arnold pose then.
Yes.
Okay. And why do you think you are struggling on it?
Because most time when I do it, I'm here to like this, to straight, and my back is not, I think, show enough.
Okay.
But or you think it was okay?
The first thing I will change is your leg placing. So here you have the wrong leg forward. Okay, you were here. Okay, so just do it as you were doing, and I will change things step by step. Yeah. So here you can't push your hip really forward because of the leg placing.
Yes.
So what I'd like you to do is to switch your leg placing, exactly like this, to have the ability to push your hip forward and to shorten a little bit the abs here. Okay, I want your pelvis to be like this. Okay, not horizontal. Yeah.
Das besetzt, oder? Nein. Das besetzt, oder?
Ja.
Ja. Wo soll ich das wissen?
Oh.
Was? Ja, das.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Very good. So here the hip is very good. You can push it even more forward. Okay, raise your elbows a little bit higher to be aligned. Very good. And lean a little bit more forward, only with your upper body. Yes, exactly. And here we are. That's nothing more than this. We can also open a little bit more the shoulder blades, like as you were doing frontal biceps. Yes, exactly. Push your hip a little bit more forward. Again. Yeah, exactly. And here we are. Okay?
Okay.
Something that I can ask you to do for learning it is first you are placing this foot backward. Okay? You push your hip the more you can in front. That's the key. This thing is the key. Then you are drawing a T with your body.
Yes.
Okay. Then you are doing double biceps. And then you force yourself to keep the hip forward, and you are only leaning your upper body downward like this. And you should be in a good position. Okay, you are drawing a T with ends, yeah, exactly like this. Then you are doing the double biceps. Keep your chest up and high, exactly, very good. Then lean your body forward, again, yeah, exactly. Keeping your hip forward, yes. Keeping the same flexion in the front and in the rear, and trying to open your legs. Yes. Okay, hip. Yes. Exactly. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not the easiest one.
Yes.
And you have also to care about your hip rotation, because this is very painful. The rotation is very uncomfortable. So your body will try to cheat by gaining a little bit more centimeters by turning also the hip. But the hip has to keep facing the side. Okay? If I'm checking you on the side, I have to see only one side of your glutes, not more.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it again?
Yeah. Okay, push your hip a little more forward. More flexion here. Yeah. And lean slightly in the direction of the joints. Push your hip. Yes. Okay, great. Also one thing that I see, yeah, a lot of information. I see that your weight distribution is not equally balanced. What I mean is, if I'm looking at you from the front, you are slightly like this.
Okay.
Okay, you have all the weight on the rear leg. I have to see that your weight is equally balanced between both of your legs, and that even if you are turning, I don't see your hip going over there. Okay?
I'll try to get more out this.
Yep.
Go directly. But
Okay, better, much better. By yourself here. Very, very good. Yeah, that's very good.
okay.
Super.
Perfect.
That's very good. Okay. Do you have other poses in your mind that you'd like to try?
Yes, the one that I want to do is Okay. I think it's a good transition when you do a posing routine.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Usually I'm using, both are good, but usually I'm using the same like placing that I was using for the Arnold pose. So for my opinion, this pose and this pose are quite the same. So I will not recommend you to change.
Okay.
Apart if you want maybe to show more hamstring, because in this position you can really show your glutes very well. So you can just try the same rules than what the one we were using for Arnold pose, but only with one arm. Yeah. Okay. Here I want your spine to stay straight, so keep your chest high. Exactly. Bring your hip forward. I want you to shorten your arms. So it's about moving the pelvis. It's not only about driving everything to the front. It's a rotation that you have to do to shorten your abs. It's like you want this bone to be a little bit higher, okay? Yes, exactly. Very good. This elbow should be aligned with the shoulder, okay? Peak of the biceps above the shoulder, okay, very good. This shoulder is well shown, and I would recommend you to keep a small flexion, contracting the triceps as well. Very good, and you can have a little bit more rotation only with the torso, not with this arm. This arm stay aligned. Very good. Hip a little bit more forward. Very good. Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, yes, and this one.
Yeah, this one was quite good when I seen it. I'd like to see it again. This is a free pose, so there is no mandatory tips I would ask you to do, but this is rare to keep this kind of leg placing, so I better choose to keep the same leg placing that you were doing into your side chest, or the same we were doing like in this pose. You see, I think that this one can fit better because it will make your basis a little bit greater, okay? And then you can just place your biceps a little bit higher, I think. Yes. Okay, with a little bit more rotation. Yeah, rotation of torso and rotation, external rotation of the biceps. And once again, same thing, every time you are doing kind of things from the side, you have to push your hip forward. Yes, more external rotation to show you the biceps and triceps. Okay, push your hip forward. Yeah, more rotation, again. And you can evenly slide, yes. Very good. And usually I'm placing my wrist a little bit bent like this, okay? Yeah, as you can see, my biceps is very high, and I'm trying to open my elbow outward, okay, with my rotation. Yeah, I even like to see the gap created between your body and your elbow. Bring your hip forward, yes, and elbow a little bit higher. Yes. Yeah, that's very good.
Okay. And I think side triceps is
Okay.
like the classic one.
The classic one. Okay. Can you first show me your regular side triceps?
Yes.
Okay. I see that usually I would recommend you to place this end at the top and this end at the bottom. I don't want your arm to be cross your body like this, but I want the wrist to be under the shoulder. So if you can bring the wrist on a little bit closer to the edges, it will be better.
Okay.
Very good. Then I'd like to see a little bit more rotation, and I don't want your shoulder to roll inward. I want it to roll outward to open the chest. Very good. Okay, that's the first thing again. Then you are here, and the only thing I'd like you to do is to show your quad, placing your quad forward, and to move your hip on the other leg. Exactly. Okay. Make sure that you are not turning your shoulders too much, because otherwise you will lose the big end of the triceps. It's like your upper body is staying the same here it's staying the same until here. Okay, it's you should barely don't move your upper body. Yes, and knee can be a little bit out. Yeah. Okay, I like to extend more this arm too, if you can. So you see, when I'm here, this arm is also extended, and you are keeping it. Yeah, exactly like this. And then bring your hip a little bit more here. Yes. Okay, and knee out. Very good. Okay. Yes, that's better. We're working it again. Okay. So we'll try to restart from this pose. Okay. The side tricep, the regular side tricep. You can do it with me. Okay. First, don't move your upper body, move only your leg. Try to move only your leg. Turn it outward. Exactly. Extend the other arm, the left arm. Yes. Okay. And bring your hip. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Contract a little bit more the right leg. Yes. Here we are. Okay. The mistake you were doing was keeping this a little bit too flexed and not moving your weight enough on the left leg.
Ein Like da, macht mir, gefällt mir Daumen, whatever.
Abonnieren!
Abonnieren und Kommentar ist auch immer ganz nett.